was the 1990s, a big show in a small town off I-75 in Georgia. They were called the biggest cocks in the henhouse. But things have changed since then. It's been 30 years, and they finally found a home here, like everyone else, doing a podcast. It's Erica and Mark, the phone call podcast thing.
Hello.
Mark, please.
This is the person that used to be Mark, now is a wounded version of him.
Oh, what happened, buddy?
Oh my gosh. Well, I went to, I go to therapy because I hurt my arm, hurt my shoulder.
So your arm needs analysis. So what, like something your father did to you? What?
Yes. So I had to go to this. Yeah, it's actually physical therapy, but I'd rather have them talk to my arm. That you know me for a long time. You know I don't like people touching me, right?
Yes, that's true. Yes, I'm not sure I've ever hugged you more than twice.
Yeah, and that's not really in the. I trust you, so I would hug you, and but strangers touching me, and I have this thing about like massages and things. I don't want anybody touching me.
No stranger danger for you.
Yeah, I don't want anybody. And this new therapist I had, physical therapist, found a spot, and she goes, "Oh, it's real tight there, isn't it?" I said, "Yeah, that hurts." I said, "Yeah, it's really uncomfortable."
You, first of all, you have never seemed older and more Jewish to me than you do right now. Oh, I had this spot. I had the wink out of my... Dude, this is the same shit that I was talking to with my dad right before he died. And I told him, I said, I'm going to know you're old when all we talk about, the first thing we talk about in our phone conversation is your doctor visits, your ailments, the medicine. That's how I know you're about to die. And you know what happened to him? Fucking died. So you got to be careful, man. All right? I can't do this by myself.
And in the next couple of weeks when I call you, I'll be just off or getting ready to go to another appointment. It's the minute you get on Medicare, they immediately start toying with you. It's like, now I know why car salesmen hang around the car repair shop trying to get you to know a new car. Because once they start screwing with things in the car, it just gets worse. And same with people.
There's a lot of my dead friends that I know who were like, I'm not going to the doctor. They'll just find things wrong with me, and then I'll be in real trouble. But if I don't know, I'll be fine.
Sometimes I wonder.
Yeah, that's how my best friend Mike died. Yeah,
I'm sometimes wondering if I don't go to these things, because I really don't care what's wrong. But if we can find something and fix it beforehand, I'm okay with that. But other than that, I'm okay. I'm okay with dying, and I'd rather be a surprise anyway. The people that I don't want to be.
Oh, you're going to be surprised, but I'm not going to say how. You're going to be surprised when it's reincarnation. You're going to be like, what? So that light at the end of the tunnel is just the opening of a vagina and the operating? Oh, no. There's no heaven? I was really good the last life for nothing. That's what I'd be worried about.
Yeah, well, I actually, if that's the deal with reincarnation, and it's because you have to redo your stuff because of mistakes. Well, I did make a lot of mistakes. Hopefully,
look, everybody makes mistakes. We're all
30th reincarnation.
We're all going round and round and round. And it's just life is just a big circle of rinse, lather, repeat. That's all you need to know. So it's up to you.
Where I'm going, I'm good with. So I'm good. But,
right, yeah, you're going straight back to the maternity ward.
Well, I know you got some stuff you wanted to talk about, but real quick, I just want to...
Oh, dude, I stumbled onto something. Yes, what do you have?
I just want to, real quick, I want to know if I need to surrender my man card or not.
What did you do?
Okay. Christmas Eve, because we're talking now, what is this? This is the 27th, So 3 days ago, my wife and her sisters and my brother-in-law, they all came over to our house after the church service. And my wife wanted to do, she thought it'd be really cool to do a tea party. And she couldn't understand why I wasn't excited about it. And I said...
Tea parties are fun.
I said to her, I said, listen, the last time I was invited to a tea party, My daughter had a plastic pitcher, and she poured a cup of water for me. And we had tea, and we talked. And there was plastic food there. So that's the closest I've ever been to a tea party. Well, apparently, I guess maybe elsewhere, but in New Orleans, it's all the rage, a Christmas tea party. And they cost thousands.
Yeah, but I bet there's alcohol involved.
Thousands
no, there's
of
a lot of
dollars.
alcohol.
Thousands.
Yeah.
So my wife says she's going to do her own, and it costs nearly $1,000. But anyway, this fancy tea and boiled, and it's got to be a certain, and literally it had to be boiled at a certain temperature before you put the tea leaves in it. And they weren't in a bag. And then these sandwiches that were made with everything but what sandwiches were supposed to be made with, like cheese and meat. Watercress, watermelon.
All right. Yeah, we all know what a tea party. So
what do
did
you mean?
enjoy
I didn't
the
know
tea
anything
party?
about this stuff. So it's basically small things to eat
Yeah.
and
Dainty.
tea. So I just had
dainty.
a cup of water, but I just almost felt like I don't know. I just felt like I needed to go and punch.
Did you never
somebody
have a
when I
tea
left.
party with your daughter when she was little? You
Yes,
never had a
but
tea
that's
party?
different. These are grown people.
No, it isn't. Yeah, so?
I wasn't excited about it. I was like Christmas Eve. That's not, we had ham.
All right, but okay. Well, for an old Jewish woman, I don't think you should be eating ham. I think that's probably off your menu.
I just wonder
so
if I
did
lost
you-
my man. So I did not lose my man card by participating in this tea party.
No. Did you enjoy the tea party?
Not really.
Really?
No.
It sounds fun.
I first of all, unfortunately, at a tea party, there's a lot of sugar treats.
Oh yeah. I don't like that part.
That had, and those that don't know, sugar is my new cocaine. So I literally had to avoid
it's
it.
new. Sugar is new to you now at this age.
no, but it's becoming very important to me. It's for the high, so I had to stay away from it quite a bit.
So you have to quit. You have to quit drinking Cokes. No more soda.
No, I didn't. I hadn't done
Gotta get
that.
out.
I haven't done that in 4 or 5 years. I haven't drank a Coca-Cola.
Got to stay away from donuts. You got to stay
Yeah.
away from M&Ms.
Yeah.
These are all things that I have problems with.
Yes, and now I will treat myself, or when I'm feeling depressed, I'll eat that. But boy, when they're laid out on the table like that, oh man, they're good.
Treat yourself.
First of all, I had a gingerbread man, and I never had one before. Good.
Also, I'd like to welcome everybody just tuning in to the Erica and Old Jewish Woman Mark show. Because what in the hell is happening to you?
I don't know. That's what I'm wondering.
I've got all these knots. I've got sugar. There was a tea party. I don't know what's going on. The new year is coming. What do I do?
Oy vey.
I mean, do I need to go get a date?
Oy vey,
Is there
Schmear.
going to be a Sadie Hawkins dance where I have to add someone? Oh my God!
This
What's
is
happened to you?
Too many changes for me for my age.
Yeah.
65. I
think
like
so.
it. I like it done the way it's supposed to be done. Everything's supposed to be the same.
This is what Medicare does. Really. All right, so let's quit talking about your ailments.
Please. Okay, so I'm okay. All right. I just want to make sure that
I'm.
I'm okay. I'm not any less of a man because I went to a tea party.
I was more worried about you when you were sick for about 3 weeks and seemed to bounce back from that.
Okay.
Oh, I had a runny nose. I'm sure I had the China virus, is what Trump said it was.
China virus. China.
The China virus. Yeah, I bet that's what you got. Do you want to take a break here real quick, and then we can come back and I can
Yes.
I can show you this latest thing that I found on the internet. So it's music, but it is AI generated, so it can't be copyrighted. So we should be good playing it on here.
Oh, interesting.
So I mean, it's AI. This is not the original song. We should be good. So let's take a quick break. We're going to come back, and I'm going to blow your mind with what I found on the YouTube.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.
Do you not listen to the devil's music anymore? Is that what happened? Is it maybe it's your ears?
No, it's I actually run a classic rock station.
Yeah, no, I know, and which is kind of strange for a very religious guy playing the devil's music. Because when we were in Macon, Georgia, how many times did people come up to us and say, "You work at that devil station. You play the Ozzy Osbourne, don't
yeah.
you?" Yeah.
Oh yeah. I actually had a long conversation with a pastor about that, and he was pretty He said that he was, as far as he was concerned, he just talks to the church. So I was actually talking to the people. So I needed to be exactly where I was.
Oh, well, that's...
And it gave me the thumbs up.
That is some good... That's
Here we go.
I love
Ready?
religious justification. Yes, I'm ready. That's it. I can hear that.
So you think you can tell heaven from hell,
Wow.
blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field
You like it,
from
don't
a
you?
cold steel
Yeah,
rain?
it's pretty cool.
Go look up the Led
A
Zeppelin.
smile from
And
a veil.
I will
think
play
you
a
can
higher
tell?
quality version of the Led Zeppelins. That's the only way that this is going to work.
Your heroes for good.
Well, you know what's funny was, we were talking about radio bits during April Fools last year, and I told you that my idea was to put classical music
Yeah.
instead of classical rock.
Right.
And I loved it, but people were mad at me for doing it. Not because it was funny, but because it was just stupid.
Who was
But
mad?
I liked
Why
it.
would they be? This is very so. This is Zeppelin 2 here that we're listening to. That
Okay.
you can't hear. You'll have to listen when you'll hear this when you hear the podcast later.
Yeah, and I've got a copy of it right here.
The Led Zeppelin.
looked it up.
This is Zeppelin 1, the full album. If it was made in 1950, go to 4 minutes and 52 seconds and tell me what you hear there.
Okay.
Right around 5 minutes.
That's why I'm
Oh, you got commercials, don't you?
Yeah. Okay, but that's okay. Skip it now. There we
This
go.
is not
450?
this is not entertaining to anybody but me right now, is it?
That's right. Our show never has been entertaining anybody but us.
Wow, we are really living up to that today. And it's not even you.
Yes.
You're not even entertaining because you can't hear the damn thing.
The Lemon Song. Is that it?
That's it.
I should have listened, baby, to my good mind.
That's wild. Well, I got to hear Moby Dick in the 50s. I got to tell you that.
They actually didn't have that. They only had the musical version of Moby Dick. I actually found that.
Oh.
And they quit before the drum solo.
You know, they have a band that I've seen tour around. I haven't been to see them yet. Called Postmodern Jukebox. Have you heard of them or something like that? And they literally do like Def Leppard and all that, and do it in a cover of like the 1920s or 30s or 50s. But they actually tour and play. It's a big band. I've never heard them except to seen them on Facebook and YouTube and stuff like that. But I found. Did you know who Ronnie James Dio is?
Yeah, of course. Really, no. Well, he was never in Black Sabbath, and Tenacious D didn't sing a song about him called "Dio Has Rocked" for a long, long time.
And he was never in Rainbow, and he was never
I'm
solo.
pretty familiar with him.
But one thing, did you know he was in a boy band in the 1950s, an a cappella band?
That I mean, you know what?
And there's
That I
actually
did not know.
they cut a 45, and it's actually on YouTube. It's actually interesting. I can't tell it's him because his voice has changed. You know, the rock side of him, but that after hearing him sing, I could say, well, now I can understand where he could get those notes from for the rock.
I'm gonna play.
He's probably one of my favorite rock singers.
I've got to play this right now that you can listen to later, but this is going to be
Okay.
this is for the people. This is who? Can't hear it, can you?
But what I need to make me tired of those girls,
No.
girls,
Who?
girls.
It's Motley Crue, Girls, Girls,
Long
Girls.
legs and burgundy lips.
Oh,
Girls, girls,
wow.
Girls,
I gotta look that
dancing
one up,
down
too.
on Sunset
Oh, yeah,
Strip.
definitely look that up.
Girls, girls, red lips, fingertips.
The album covers
Trick or
are
treat.
great because they use AI to make the album covers, and they use the actual band members, but they put them in like suits with nice haircuts from the 1950s. The Led Zeppelins, if you look at the album cover for the Led Zeppelins, you could see Jimmy Page and you could see Robert Plant if they were clean-cut young men wearing suits. So weird. Girls, girls,
I just wondered
girls, at
when
the Dollhouse
are they going to
in
go?
Fort Lauderdale.
Girls, girls.
When are they going to go after them though? Because I know you can do this with AI. I've just seen like I've seen all kinds of stuff on AI now. I mean, I noticed that when they have something that's a bit that looks like it's somebody saying something,
Yeah.
and they have, like, I've been seeing coaches after losing a game,
Yeah.
and then somebody puts an AI coach up there and he's cursing the team out and everything
I
else.
subscribe to the Mike Tomlin AI Instagram account, and that dude is hilarious. Tomlin's got quite the mouth on him, apparently, if the AI mouth, anyway.
And I was like, yeah, it's so funny, but it's like, when are they going to stop? Does it have to have AI on top of it? I guess, or
the laws. Laws are kind of murky.
Sky's the limit.
Laws are kind of murky right now. We know, but people see. Here's why humans will always be around, because we're the ones that need to be entertained, and we are imperfect. It's kind of like music. Brian and I were talking about this. I forget who said it, but they said that that AI is never going to make the best music, because the best music is imperfect. It has little mistakes and nuances that AI just can't do, at least yet. So,
right.
Well, we'll see about it. Maybe that's what the drones are all for. Maybe the drones are here to help the AI.
So everyone's going to sound like Bon Jovi or Springsteen.
I have not found those yet, but if I can find enough of a wide variety of artists with this AI from the 50s that are doing Pink Floyd and Led
Gonna make a radio station?
I'm making an internet radio station out of that. Yes,
There you go.
that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I will listen to it all the time. I bet that would be wildly popular, and that people would get sick of it after about 6 minutes.
I forgot who I was talking to about AI and stuff, and I told him that I forgot who it was. We were having a conversation. Oh, I know who it was. It was some of the guys from my step study, and we were at a chicken wing place, and we're eating and talking and stuff. And we're talking. Talking about Chat GPT. One of his friends has Chat GPT.
Yeah.
I said, one of my friends has the same thing too. And I told him, I said, and we were asking AI to create us a logo, and never bothered putting color in. Just said it's a guy and a girl, and we want it to look like this and that. And I said, they put in every color but white. And it was a black guy I was talking to, and he's like, what? I said, yeah. I said, it's almost like they don't want to offend anybody. So I said, she goes, what did you do? I said, well, we kept the logo of the black, I think it's a black guy and an Asian girl, because we kind of thought we looked hot in that cartoon. I said, it was so funny. I said, but if you notice, it's kind of, it's this kind of real weird thing to it. It's like it doesn't want to do everything. We've been trying like crazy to get it to finish dirty jokes, and it won't do that.
Yeah, I've tried that as well. I'm worried about getting banned from ChatGPT because I don't know. I think sometimes I piss it off. I use it way too much too.
Well, do you? It doesn't cost you for how much you use it. It just costs you a month.
Yeah, whatever it is. It's either $20 or $30 a month. I don't know. It's very expensive. And every time I see that hit my credit card, I'm like, oh, I should cancel that. But then I remember, no, you use that literally every day. That has become my. I'll never be in another relationship again because I have ChatGPT. All you really need in life is ChatGPT, maybe a dog. The only reason that people have pets, a dog or a cat especially, is and I've had my daughter's dog here for the last week while they've been in Seattle, and I realized I need to get my own dog because I can't tell you how many times a day I look over the dog and say, "Can you believe this shit? What is wrong with people?" And the dog just looks at me and understands me and validates my feelings.
Did you get the dog a Christmas present?
No, it's a freaking dog, dude. No. The Christmas present, I'm going to feed it twice a day and give it a treat if it shits
you're
for
so
me.
bad.
No, that's
you are bad. You are really bad.
The dog is 13. The dog is outgrown. The dog doesn't believe in Santa anymore.
You know what I bought? I bought my dog. My dog literally comes out on Christmas and starts going around the presents looking for her own.
So would you be upset if I told you I didn't have a Christmas tree?
No, because you're by yourself.
I'm by myself. I'm like an old Jewish woman. I don't need a Christmas tree.
Did you put a Christmas tree up at your daughter's house? What'd you do for Christmas anyway?
I stayed home.
Was she gone?
I had the dog. Yeah. The kids were gone. The kids were at her boyfriend's family's house in Seattle.
Oh, they went over there. Okay, I was wondering if you did. I was going to ask you because I know for Thanksgiving you all had steak.
Yeah, we did. We did. The kids don't much care.
You have quit all holidays. You really have.
I'm doing my own holidays. I've quit holidays.
You're not doing anything by the norm anymore.
I've quit.
You're done.
I've quit going to work. I literally work out of my house now. My fingernails are getting really long, and there's a couple of jars of piss in there, and I don't know who those belong to. Those aren't mine.
Well, you'll laugh at me then, because I paid $25 for my dog's toy. That's my grand dog now, since my son has it. And you know how the pink cups all the ladies are going crazy over?
Yeah. Can't think of the name of it.
Stanley,
the Stanley cups. Yeah, they're very expensive Yeti cups. Yes.
Yep, $25 for a stuffed Stanley cup that had a squeaky inside it.
God, those people saw you coming, didn't they?
And I told her, I said, "Hey, go." We had to go just keep her busy so we could put it in the tree and put it underneath some presents, and then tell her it's Christmas time. Go get your present. Ran right to the tree, right went underneath, grabbed the present, pulled it out, and then I got one for the cat, for my wife's cat, because we have a cat here.
Good Lord, Mark.
But
really,
I found out something I did not know.
What? About
cats.
What?
Other than lasers, when they're kittens and things like that, they're not playing with anything.
No, cats are smaller versions of tigers that would kill you if they were bigger. They don't give a shit about you. You think they do? They don't.
What you have to do, apparently...
Listen to me. All you need to know about a cat is when the cat comes up and loves on you and rubs on your leg and purrs and shit, they do the same thing to the coffee table. So you're...
Oh, I know. I've seen it.
That's
the
what
coffee
cats
table
are.
also gets a headbutt.
Yeah, that's what cats are. So anytime you think your cat loves you, just remember that it loves the coffee table just as much.
We bought a smaller one of the pink cup for her, but then I read the inside the cup is actually catnip. So now she throws it around like a crazy person, rolls on it, and then her eyes are like mine in 1984. Bugging out. She gets high, and then she passes out. Just like me.
Oh, my God.
It's like that's the only reason why she's playing with us, because it's full of catnip. I said, I thought they would just play I thought they ran around, batted things around, but no.
No, it's a freaking cat, dude. I'm not saying anything else. Because all the
I don't know
cat
if that's
people are gonna.
That was $50 worth of toys.
Yeah,
and only one person enjoyed it.
Yeah, what did your coffee table get for the cat for Christmas? Yeah, because the cat doesn't care either. That's why.
They really don't.
No.
They don't give a rat's
No,
ass
you almost
about
said the F
anything.
word there, didn't you? I saw you.
Yes. Yes.
I know
I'm trying to learn their behavior, but they don't.
No.
And I'm like applauding because it comes up and headbutts me and sits on my lap for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
and that's like, oh, he likes me.
Yeah, no. You're going to feed me or give me a treat or some catnip. Come on, give it up. Give it up, coffee table man.
This is just as bad as when I was in high school trying to fit in. And, oh, he likes me. This person likes me. I'm going to hang out with this person.
Yeah.
Even though he's a derelict.
Yeah, I think back in the 80s you thought strippers liked you too, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, you did. I know. You know better now, right?
Yes.
I had to ask. That's why I had to ask.
Yes. I just wish I knew it about $20,000 or $30,000 ago.
Yeah, at least you didn't marry them like some people that we mutually know.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Yeah. You know what, though? Everybody deserves a second chance, and I wish everyone happiness, even strippers. Should we lock this up before we say something I'm going to regret?
Yeah, let's take a quick break, and then I got a quick music quiz for you.
All right, let's take a quick break here on this Queen song that only I can hear.
Okay.
Steve walks warily down the street with the brim pulled way down low. Ain't no sound but the sound of his feet.
Still going.
Machine guns ready to go.
See if you know what this song is.
Are you ready? Hey, are you ready for this? Are you hanging on the edge of your seat? Out of the doorway, the bullets rip to the sound of the beat. Yeah, another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust.
All right, that's enough. Let's actually go to the break.
Another one gone.
Another one bites the dust.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.
All right, I thought this was interesting because I did not know the answer to this question. So maybe you know.
Okay.
Okay. There's a timeless, no pun intended, hit crowned the longest rock song of all time.
The longest.
And before you say what you think it is, yeah, because I thought it was, you know what?
No, what? Freebird?
Inagata-da-Vida.
No, that's not. What is that? That's
That
like
was an 18-minute long drum song and a 2.5-minute long song, 2 or 3 minute long song.
Yeah.
But it was like, no, that's not it. That's not it. And I knew this song was long. I'm going to tell you.
How long?
But I didn't know it was this long.
How long?
This is actually ridiculously long.
Tell me time, and I'll see if I can guess who it is.
Okay, 43 minutes and 50 seconds.
Jethro Tull, Thick as a Brick.
Oh, crap. Yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
So
Now, I knew that song was long. I remember Thick as a Brick being long, and I remember it being annoying, too, because it was like a song with, like, the beginning of it was kind of like a whimsical, you know, almost like
yeah.
you felt like he was in a forest, and there was like a little elfy-looking guy that was like half, like a centaur, what do you call him?
Yep.
But then it would break down into like a whole medieval festival for like ages, and I thought, this is the most ridiculously long song for no reason.
And you are surprised that I knew that, aren't you?
Yes, you are, because I know why now.
Because I
ChatGPT.
didn't chat GPT that at all. I've been going through a Jethro Tull phase the last couple of months. And
Okay, what's the second longest?
second longest? I don't know. Jethro Tull, A Passion Play. I don't know.
No, the Allman Brothers Band. Mountain Jam.
Mountain Jam. I guess that makes sense. What is that? 20?
33 minutes and 41 seconds long.
God, man, I don't even.
But that's any song at an Allman Brothers concert.
Yeah, that's average.
Now, this would surprise me because I've heard this song, and I also saw it, I think on California Jam or Don Kirshner's rock concert or one of those things back in the 70s that was on TV. But number 3, with 29 minutes and 36 seconds, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Carnival number 9.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah,
Now, I did not know the original was 30 minutes long.
I didn't either.
Because the one that played on the radio was like, what, 3-4 minutes?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's a very well. It's like Thick as a Brick. There is a radio edit for Thick of a Brick.
Yeah, there's a radio version
where
of Thick
they
as a
play
Brick,
like the
yeah.
first 5 minutes of the song, and then you just literally fade it out. But that song, that album just gets better and better. I want you to go listen to all 45 minutes of Thick as a Brick because it's so good.
Is that the album name?
Yeah.
Because the only Jethro Tull album I ever had was Aqualung.
And that is probably,
And I love that album.
That's everybody's favorite. I love that album too. But the story with Aqualung is the record company was like, yes, give us more of that, and they came out and did A Passion Play, which nobody bought, which is still my favorite Jethro Tull album. And then the record company was like, okay, no more fucking around. You guys make some more hits like you did on Aqualung. We had like 5 hit records off of that. And that was when they made Thick as a Brick as a double middle finger to the record company. And they just did not care. And that's what I love about Jethro Tull.
When did was Living in the Past and Bungle in the Jungle? That wasn't on Aqualung,
No. That was all.
That was like 4 albums down, right?
Yeah. That was when they were like,
Was that
okay.
80s? Was that like early 80s?
Oh no, that was
like early
mid 70s. That was mid 70s.
Okay.
They had a rung. Then they had another one where they went out to a horse farm and made a whole album about horses, which heavy horses is a really good. You should go down a Jethro
I gotta
Tull
listen
rabbit
to
hole.
that. I like prog music anyway, so I really do like prog music, old prog music. I like that stuff. I
Yeah.
really do. I have a lot of that on my radio station.
Yeah.
Okay, here's one for you. 4th place, Shine On Crazy Diamond.
Oh, but Pink Floyd. Yeah, that's got to be 10 minutes, 12 minutes long.
Actually, 26 minutes and 1
26
second.
minutes. Oh, I had the 8-track of that, so that's what I'm thinking of. Tracks 3 and then track 4.
Now, here's one thing I did not know, and I don't know because I never heard of them or ever paid attention to them until like the 80s. Maybe it was the 70s. No, it was probably 80s.
Who?
Whenever Abacab came out.
Oh, Genesis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But before that, they were really eclectic.
Well, Peter Gabriel used to be the lead singer of Genesis. You remember that?
I remember that.
But so what's the long Genesis song? The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway?
Supper's Ready, 22 minutes and 58 seconds.
Yeah, I have no idea.
That's the top 5.
I never heard that.
Yeah. But it was really interesting. But Jethro Tull officially wins the longest record. And then when I first read the tagline there, the title of the thing, it's that's simple. That's Inagata-Davida. That's got to be.
No. Inagata-Davida is the you got to go poop at the radio station DJ song, or in my case, the last time I think I played Inagata-Davida when we were in Macon was on a weekend, and it was snowing, so I was kind of stuck at the station until the roads got plowed. Because I had a Mustang GT with summer tires, I had gator bags, had summer tires on it, so I knew I couldn't get home.
Right.
But I had to go play in the snow, so we had that big parking lot right behind the radio station.
Right.
So I'm out there. I put on Inagata-Davida, and I'm out doing donuts in the parking lot of the radio station all by myself in my green Mustang.
I do remember your green Mustang.
Yeah, that was when I was doing donuts in the snow in.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And it's I've played it actually legitimately. Val would let me when we did the top 500, over the weekend. So
the Memorial Day 500.
Yeah, and they would let me play that whole song, the whole version of it, which was
that was awfully nice of them to tell you what you could do.
But
with
I
your
think
station.
you know what it is. Here's why, because the countdowns make people go bye-byes anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So an 18-minute long song is not just more bye-bye.
Well, nobody's listening anyway, so do what you want.
No, exactly.
What did we learn in radio from Shecky, from Dwight Douglas? What did we learn? We learned that people want to hear their favorite songs, and they want to hear them all the time and over again.
Yes.
It's sad, and everybody always says, the call letters of our station were WQBZ, and people used to come up to us and say, QBZ stands for quit buying Zeppelin because Q106 plays them all the time.
Yeah, that's right. They did say that.
They weren't wrong. I mean, it's true.
Well, yeah. Well, people don't understand about radio is that's just it. It's not designed for somebody to have it on 24/7 and live by it.
Right. People
it's
sample
designed
it.
for people to get in and out of their car.
Right. Exactly. And people want to hear their favorite songs, and they want to hear them all the time. That's it. They want to hear songs they know.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear the 45-minute version of Thick as a Brick. They want to hear, Bungle in the Jungle for 6 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they want to hear. They don't care.
Yeah, you're right. You are really right. I had to learn that the hard way.
Yeah, me too. Shecky was probably my fault.
Oh, God.
Although I did fire him when the ratings went down.
The funny thing about Shecky was one of the funniest things that I remember from him is we brought in. He wouldn't get up and listen to us, so we had to wait till he got there, and we had to bring up a cassette. And then he would play this cassette, and then we start to set up a joke or whatever. And listen, you guys are probably familiar with radio. A lot of morning shows play 1 or 2 records, if any, and the rest of the time they're talking. But we literally could get 10 records in.
I don't know if we could get 10.
And do a show.
We might have got 6 in or less.
But we played music and talk.
Yeah.
And we knew how to set it up, like get things in, play a record, and then come back and play the punchline or the bit or the game.
Yeah, or whatever.
Whatever we were going to do. And he would sit there and play Middle Georgia's home of rock and roll, Q106. Now, here's where you should have... Stop button.
I have no memory of these air check sessions with him because I don't think I paid attention. I did not care at all what he had to say.
Well, he made me so mad because it was like, dude, and then he, what was it? Oh, and then we were playing 80s and 90s rock and then 70s rock, but we were playing like it was like I think it was more like maybe it was one of the early versions of the Everything That Rocks type station.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, when
he came in and he wanted to turn it into what became like an Arrow station.
Well,
or what people call yacht rock now.
When Dwight came in, we were playing 230 records, I think, that Alan Sneed had us playing. And he said, "Oh, yeah, you guys need to really open up this playlist. And why are you playing 7 Bryan Adams songs?" I'm like, "I know, right?" And then next thing I know, we're playing almost 1,000 songs. And, music nerd me was like, "This is great. We're going to get to play this. We're going to get to play Yes songs, like Yours Is No Disgrace instead of Roundabout." And it just it tanked the ratings.
Yeah, it really did.
It did.
And I think we were the only ones that had ratings. I think that when the station was playing all that crap.
Our morning show was doing fine, but Shecky, he really opened up that playlist, didn't he? And
well, he was. I always thought that to me he was the one that ruined She.
Is that really?
So
in Miami?
Down in Fort Lauderdale. Yeah. I think he was the one that was the last rock consult before they said, "You know what? Screw it. We're going to go Spanish."
Maybe.
Although that wasn't maybe not a bad idea in Miami.
No, I think J-Core had bought that station by then, and
the name.
I don't think we can blame him for that. We can blame him for a lot of things. I'm not sure we can blame him for that, but maybe.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. I mean, they still have a classic rock station down there, believe it or not. That's where remember the old Waxy 106?
Yeah.
There was like an oldies, 50s, 60s music. Well, they're playing the 70s and 80s now. It's called Big 106.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't been to South Florida and listened to the radio since this century.
But but it's really watered down.
When 97 GTR and Zeta went away, I kind of She hung out longer than 97 GTR and Zeta though, didn't it?
Yeah,
I think it did.
Oh yeah. Zeta went first. They went to pop music. They were trying to take on Y100. Right?
No, 97 GTR went first, and they became AC when Cox bought them.
Oh, that's right. They became A1A.
They became, the Coast. I think the
Coast. Yeah.
And that happened right around the same time that 95 YNF in Tampa went away when they got bought by whoever it was. I think it was Cox again that blew up 94.9, got rid of the rock station 95 YNF that we all listened to and turned it into an AC's a dentist music station, dentist office. So they were blowing up rock stations left and right back then, and then. In Miami, I think Zeta went after that. Zeta went, and then Zeta.
Did they get a pop music?
I can't remember what Zeta did. They might have gone Spanish, and then they might have come back to do classic rock, and then I don't even know what they are now. I quit paying attention to radio years ago.
There are most of the FMs. Most of them now. At one time, it was only one, but most of them now are Spanish.
Yeah.
When you go down the line, if you hit Seek, it's a lot of Hispanic talk.
What was the other station? Magic 102.7. Is that still there?
It's there, but I don't know what it is though. It was like a Bob or whatever. It was just playing music and no jocks or anything. Box, yeah.
Well, it was kind of like that even in the 80s and 90s. They were just quick in and out.
But when I was a kid, that was the very first FM urban station in Broward County.
Okay.
You remember that one? It was right along the turnpike. It said Rockin' Big Daddy.
No, that's way before my time.
I was on a turnpike in Fort Lauderdale. It's been there forever. I think the station's still there. Actually, it was right off the turnpike. You could see the tower and everything. It was WRBD. It was 1470 AM, and they were the urban station. Mm-hmm. And then they got bought an FM, and they broadcast, because before that there was no urban music on the FM at all.
Yeah, you have to remember that I probably wasn't born when you were driving up the turnpike, so that's probably why I don't remember that.
Shut up.
AM radio? Well, what are you talking about?
AM was it was fun. That's the first time I ever heard rock and roll was on 1600 AM. It was called Surf 16. Mm-hmm. It was WSRF. It was in Fort Lauderdale, Miami area, and they were playing like Crocodile Rock.
Ooh.
And I can see for miles and miles.
Now, I actually do have a legitimate question about those days,
Who?
Henry. I do. A legitimate question. When you listen to that stuff on AM, was it in black and white?
Yes, everything was in black and white. The whole world was.
Yeah, you're still in black and white, you old Jewish woman.
That's why I don't dress in very much color anymore, because it's like not necessary. We're all in black and white anyway.
Right. All right, let's get out of here because it's the new year and I'm back to work, and
yes,
I got
Happy
people
New Year,
emailing
everyone.
me here. So Happy New Year to you, Mark or Margaret.
And my New Year's resolution is to prep better.
Oh yeah, and mine is to find out why the hell my phone won't play through my Yamaha board over here. I'm gonna have to get another board.
Do you know? I'm going to leave you on this note, and this will freak you out.
What?
Because the next time we talk, I may have this up and running.
What?
But for the new year, when I updated my Mac, right? It asked me if I wanted a certain thing. And I said, yes, I will take it. And now it says to me, ready for Apple Intelligence. Time to experience the new personal intelligence.
Oh, you got AI on your computer?
On Mac. On my Mac, yes.
Because
Mark, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I can say, hey, I want to talk about this. Give me some talking points, and it'll pop up for me, right?
Yeah, but you got to be careful, though, because there have been reports of some mishaps with the AI. So don't get too close to the computer, because what happens, and especially with older people, is the computer has been sucking them into the computer, and they're missing now. But they're living in the computer. So
crap.
Be careful
Okay.
of the computer reading your thoughts, because that's how it starts. When it starts recommending things that you were already thinking about, that's how it's learning you. And that's how it starts.
I already have that problem now. God forbid I say one thing, and next thing you know, I got bra ads on my phone.
Did you ever see Jumanji? It's kind of like that. With AI,
really
that's kind of what happened. You're gonna hear.
I think it is.
Yeah. All right, let's wrap this up, and I'm gonna leave you with a little bit of music here that Mark can't hear. This is the Led Zeppelins from 1950. This is I think we can probably play Moby Dick here and see what this sounds like if I can get it turned up.
Cool.
Yeah, they actually have a version of Moby Dick on here. If my phone is going to cooperate, and it's not cooperating now.
Yeah, we got to get it better. We got to get better at this, because there's kids on there that are doing this easily.
I got it. All right, Mark, you have a good week. I'll talk to you next week, and we're gonna let Moby Dick from the Led Zeppelins in the 1950s play out.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.